talk about the phobia of black fighters that black fighters have of fighting black fighters like Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather. It seemed like Floyd Mayweather passed the game down to Gervonta Davis about not fighting black fighters. I mean, he avoided Tevin Farmer. He really did. Remember Mayweather said after he fought at Royal Farms that he felt that Tank was finally ready for Tevin Farmer. Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney. I mean, there's a number of guys that, you know, he seemed to didn't fight, and Mayweather, you know, he fought Sharama Mitchell, Philip, was it Lombard Nundu or Philip Nundu, one of them. He fought a couple black fighters coming up, but you know, some of the guys that you wanted him to fight was like Paul Williams. You know, Shane Mosley, you know, he said that Shane ducked him to fight De La Hoya, the same guy that Mayweather was chasing. You know, when Austin Trout was fighting Canelo, he said that Austin Trout beat Canelo, that he wasn't going to fight fight Austin Trout. So, you just heard a number of things, you know, kind of come down the pipe with that. Now, is it that, you know, black versus black don't sell? Do they hide behind that? Excuse me. I don't know. I just think they know that, you know, it's kind of like with the Eastern Europeans fighting each other. You know it's going to be a war like Derbychenko and Triple G. Kind of like how Triple G wasn't trying to fight Korobov when he was calling them out, because they understand each other and they know it's going to be a tough fight. But then, you know, we ask other ethnic groups to give us an opportunity, but we don't want to give each other an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Mayweather, you know, he got on the Spanish diet. Madonna, Guerrero, Ortiz, you know what I'm saying? You know, and it seemed like he passing that down the Tank. And what he said, you know, he said Mexicans help him to get to where he at, not black fighters. He said that, not black fans. You know, I bought a lot of his pay-per-views. You know, and just look at what he's saying. So he basically saying, and it's kind of true to a certain extent, that black people like the bootleg, black people don't like to support, black people like to spend their money with the other and not the brother. You know, this is why he made these interracial clashes with Conor McGregor, Oscar De La Hoya, Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? This is why he tend to do this. You know, and he giving Tank Davis the same blueprint to go do it. And like I said, it's your career. You only live once. Don't succumb to the public pressure. This is how you want to, you know, maneuver your career. I think you should have the right to maneuver your career about it. Don't sit here and try to act like you the best. Because, you know, depending on who you ask 10 people, if they being honest, about 7, 6.5, 7, 8 of them gonna tell you the best fighters that throughout history are black fighters. You look up and down the all-time great scale, going to Mark II Sharp all the way up to Muhammad Ali. You know, it's a lot of black faces, especially black American faces, dominating the top 100 list of the top 100 greatest fighters. Top 10, top 5, top 8, top 25. So how can you call yourself the face of boxing when you're not routinely facing the best fighters? That's what I said about Mayweather. He dug too many dudes to be talking about he was the greatest fighter of all time. You put him up there in some of the greatest welterweights of all time, he gonna have to fight some ninjas. Tommy Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard, Henry Armstrong, Sugar Ray Robinson. He gonna have to fight some melanated ninjas, dog. And, you know, you seen what happened when you put him in there with a little bit of somebody that can get on their toes and move their feet and zab Judah. He struggled. He struggled. And that's no cap. That's no cap. So he giving the same thing to Tank Davis. Well, I go lose to them. We could beat these Mexicans up, but the problem with Tank Davis is this. He don't have an Oscar De La Hoya. He don't have a Canelo Alvarez. The closest thing he got to that is like a Teofimo Lopez. All his other rivals that people want to see him fight are black, Shakur and Devin Haney. So that's the difference. Mayweather was blessed enough to go in there and have a Canelo, have a De La Hoya. You know what I'm saying? Have a Conor McGregor's and guys like that. He don't have that. You know, and it ain't like they trying to build that up. Neither. It ain't like they took Isaac Cruz and they tried to make him the main event and try to make him into a bigger star for the rematch. Nope. They didn't do that. You know, he fought Leo Santa Cruz and he had a weight class where there's not no prominent names right now. Where there's no prominent names. And I think it's a phobia of, you know, fighting the style. I think it's a phobia of fighting the style that that understands and know and that's best suited to beat your style. That's what I think it is. I think it's a phobia. And I think they think also, well, why go take a high-risk fight and black people not going to support this? We know Mexicans going to spend the money. We know we do these crossover fights with McGregor. They going to spend the money. Why go lose when the brother's not going to spend the money? I talked about this on Wednesday live stream. You know, how we want in the Crawford and Newey, like the last 15 minutes of the live stream, I spoke on this. Like, would last like from the 45-minute mark on to the end, like the last 30, 40 minutes. I spoke on it, excuse me. And we want, you know, our fighters to get the respect, but we don't support our fighters. We don't support our own black fighters. Black Americans don't support black Americans. Tell me I'm lying. Black Americans don't support black Americans. They bootleg the albums. You know what I'm saying? They fire stick the movies and the pay-per-views and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? They boost the black designer clothes and bags and shit, but go spend $400 or $500 with Gucci. So in a way, you know, with Floyd and Tank, I'm saying this shit, y'all ain't gonna break bread. Why should we take a high-risk fight where we can lose and the pay-per-view numbers not be up to par to what they need to? The merchandise numbers, the gates not be up to par what they need to. Why do that? And at the end of the day, man, you gotta be like, man, them ninjas right. They right. They right. We gotta be able to break bread. We gotta be able to spend money and support these guys. Not support them because he come on my channel or he gave me an autograph or nothing like that. And I be talking to people, hey man, go support this, that, and oh man, you know, I can just fire stick and just save $10. Like, nigga, what's $10, $15, $20 to go support an album or to go support a movie? Niggas is cheap. But then again, they got $100, $300 shoes on, $500 shirt on. You know what I'm saying? Driving a BMW, they can't even fucking afford to pay the note and the insurance on. You know, black people priorities all fucked up. First ones to go take their money to the other and don't want to break bread with the brother. So in a way, I understand where they coming from. I understand where they coming from, and not wanting to break bread and not wanting to give people the fights they want to see because these people ain't gonna support. Black people ain't gonna support it and pay for it. But unfortunately, it's stopping, you know, Tank Davis' legacy because he don't have a Canelo Alvarez. He don't have a Conor McGregor right now. He don't have an Oscar De La Hoya right now. Ricky Hatton, Juan Marquez, and Manny Pacquiao. He don't have those fights right now. Them fights consist of Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson. The closest he got is a Lomachenko, and they don't want to take that fight. He fight too much like a Negro for them. He could walk and chew bubblegum. He ain't no flat-footed Mexican. That's when Floyd Mayweather go around and say he the best. Like, how you the best and you wouldn't even fight Paul Williams, Joshua Clyde? You wouldn't even fight them. Manny Pacquiao in his prime. How could you compete with Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, Thomas Hearns? How can you compete with those guys? Henry Armstrong, Aaron Pryor. How could you compete with those guys? Oh, what are you doing, bro? Move. Bro gonna stop right in front of me. Oh, gosh, bro, these motherfuckers some idiots in the suburbs. Some idiots. You know what I'm saying? So how can you say you gonna compete with those guys? That's what I'm saying. When you won't even fight the guys of your generation right now. So I find that funny. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And the subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Kick, Twitch, Instagram, the whole 9. Peace.